Welcome, my lovely Aries. This is your card in tarot. It is the Emperor card. It is nature baring its teeth. I love that one. I am an Aries sun as well. So this is also your weekly intuitive energy and card reading for September 9th through 15th, 2019. This is a general Aries reading. Sun, moon, and house positions, however, it still will not apply to all. Do hang around for the entirety of the reading for collective Aries messages that should pop up. Of course, keep in mind I'm going to do a tarot spread and a Cartomancy spread, and they may be connected stories or they may be separate, so do hang around for those. Alright, me being the Queen of Clovers, my readings tend to focus on life, craft, action, nurturing ourselves and others, and using our will for the highest good and calling. Alright, I am also, in addition to my weekly readings here, I have posted a Virgo seasonal cross, in effect, the monthly reading for my channel. I'm going to do it from new moon to new moon. So the next one, right now the Virgo seasonal cross is posted. There's a link below in my box of plenty information. And also the next one will be August 28th when we move into Libra season with the Libra new moon, the full Libra season. And then also I'm going live on Saturday, September 14th at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is going to be for Venus in Libra and the Pisces full moon. This should hopefully alter some of that nasty, I shouldn't say nasty, but that Virgo energy it hit me hard. I'm not very pleased with the season change. I had such a bright summer, and now it's like, bleh. I don't know if you Aries are feeling the blah, 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 but Virgo is painting the picture of the life you want. It's a very physical, not something we shy away from, but something about this is just heavy, and this is, it's definitely a physically motivated sign, Virgo. In tarot, it is all about pulling away and going within, finding our own inner light, but it's also about getting to the harvest, bringing about the harvest, doing the work, and the mastery, which maybe people are just bothering us about the work we're trying to get about. But it began all with this Aquarius full moon, August 15th. That was that Seven of Swords energy. A lot of enemies revealed. This revelation just threw off all my Aries plans, and I'm watching other Aries struggle as well. So it's something that completely stopped us dead in our tracks, and we had to deal with it. This week, I hope you felt a lifting of that hefty energy, that enemy energy, even the enemy we are to ourselves, because I certainly did. I felt a lot of friends and a lot of defenders step forward this week, and I definitely appreciate that. I wish I could just put a big banner up with their name, but of course that would be so embarrassing and so unnecessary. All right, Aries, so what kind of energy are we pulling in this week? Ace of Cups. New feeling of love. It's even feeling of self-love, like a love of just that warm, fuzzy feeling inside. Not anybody in particular has tickled that fancy. The King of Cups. Actually, this came out first, so I'm sorry. There's some kind of information about love you're coming into. It's definitely with the High Priestess in reverse. It's overt information. It's some kind of information that just, it is going to be either written or text. It's like some physical. You can even like probably lift up a paper or some kind of device to read it. There's a King of Cups in reverse here. That could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in your energy. It could also just be somebody feeling neglected or ignored. They want their attention. Ooh, the Fool card. Oh, are you feeling lovey-dovey? I don't know how you could... okay, maybe a little bit. All right. I feel like this is somebody trying to approach you in love. They're just bumbling the business, aren't they? This is a bumbling king. A bit of a bumbler right now. They just don't know which way to go. They're gonna, there's somebody there's a new approach in love. This feels like the energy of just that coming together, maybe that moment where you become a boyfriend and girlfriend. But there is this there's so much that you don't see. This King of Cups really doesn't feel up to par. They're kind of bubbling it because it's a confidence issue of some kind. I feel this is the energy of the King of Cups. This isn't necessarily a water sign, but they're trying to approach you with a new beginning in love. Then we have the Knight of Cups and the Star card. So this is probably they're going to take a stab at it. They are going to come in and try and, like, you know, get some long-term shit going. But the Star card is an Aquarius card, but it's also a wish come true card. So, you know, Aries, you're going to be very gentle with this person, even though they, another person you would have giggled at and been rude to. But you're going to be much nicer to this person. I think you want this. And, yeah, I think you want this. I think you've been waiting for it. It's going to be an ending, moving out of the Death card into a Six of Pence situation. It's that money free-flowing, that energy, that give and take, that receive kind of thing, that you know, that true balance, love, and that leaving the solo-ness. This is a connection. This is somebody you're coming towards. This is somebody coming towards you, a connection being made. And you having to leave the solo-ness, the solo battered. It's the ending of the Nine of Wands in reverse there. Spirit says you can sigh a relief, Aries. Even if this story doesn't apply to you, you're still going to be going Knight of Pentacles. You're going to actually be taking some steps forward in financial value or in some kind of value in a new way that is going to start moving forward. There's quite a few Aries who have stuck projects or who just got, you know, I told you we got dropped in our tracks by some of that Swords energy. You're still going to have to contend with that Swordsy Aquarius, Seven of Swords kind of energy too, with this 2 and this 5. They actually do add up to 7. I'm a pretty strong numerologist as well. So, that's the Cartomancy. But you're going to try and balance it out, my loves, Aries. But there are things that have to be fought here. There is an enemy that has to be repelled. You're going to do it very gracefully with a 2 and a 5 as opposed to a full 4, 7 or a Queen of Swords or King of Swords. But yes, this is, you're still in the midst of a few things. So we have quite a lot going on here, even though it was mostly, I mean, I know some of these cards are dark in terms of love, but Aries, last year at this time, dark would have been very bright for us. It was a really, really rough year for me. And seeing that there is an ending coming with, like, the financials, kind of like the give and take relationship, not the give that drains us dry. And then even coming out of the lonely warrior, coming out of the battle, and it feels like the battle, the dating battle or the love battle. It's like being able to rest your heart with another person. And that's really beautiful. And then there's all that work stuff that you're still dealing with. But this moment, this love moment is going to balance that work stuff very well for us. I feel that as well. Wow. Wow, Aries. I really did enjoy that part. Alright, we have some interesting cards here. Perhaps it's not a specific person because I have the 7 of Cups upright. A lot of options. Maybe a lot of work options with the 8 of Wands. 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords is that balancing, that work energy, appearance energy, because you're not really, appearances are not what they seem kind of thing. And in the tarot, it talks about being tied up, even though you could really just probably walk away, kind of wiggle your way out of it and leave. But you're kind of stuck in an energy. Pulling this card means you're balancing out that energy, your options in work, especially in a workplace. This is the corporation energy. This is, you know, where we have receptionists and CEOs and CFOs. It's a place where everybody works in, you know, to one common goal. Not your goal, not your dream, not your 10 of Cups, which you are coming into. You're coming into a completion for sure in love. We saw that with the Death card right there. And it's an end of a cycle in love, and it's probably, it does feel like a new commitment is signed, some kind, at least going, what is that word when it's just you two, monogamous. All right, so yeah, you're feeling that Ten of Cups energy, but you're resting. They're just waiting for something. This is, all right, Four of Swords. Remember, fours are rest cards in the Cartomancy, heavily so. And a lot of times in the tarot, it's about taking that step back. Four of Swords is definitely resting. You're ready for battle, because the reason you're resting is because the next day is the Five of Swords, and you're going into absolute battle, and so there will be blood, absolute competition. But something about it tells me that you're just resting this one out, Aries, because you know your Ten of Cups. You're finishing this out. You're moving into your new kingly energy, but at the same time, you're recovering energy. If this was Pentacles, it would be about building resources. But because we're in Aries, we're not so earthenly motivated. That is building resources of a spiritual nature, but not a spiritual nature, but like a presentation nature, a performance nature, a persona nature. But it's not even a persona. It's just the ability to hold ourselves within our own skin. Absolutely. Oof. Absolutely. Absolutely. Totally. Six of Pence. That is a repeat card. That is the give and take card. It is a giving and receiving. You know you got to give to go to heaven, right? But if you don't receive, then what you take away from others is their opportunity to go to heaven because they can't give. I gotta say that in my energy update. You got the message first here, my lovely Aries. What do we have? All right, a few cards here. I have the Six of Pence. That is money coming and going, as I said, and it is in love, a message in love. There's this like free-flowing communication of love or feeling of love, expressions of love. There's going to be something coming in, and even though you're going to have a happy home, it's going to take a little pain to make it happen. There's a sting in this. There's a sting in this somehow. It's not truly brokenhearted, but it's has a little sadness to it. What is that? It's because something needs to be nurtured with this Queen. You coming into the Queen of Wands, it's going to be, you kind of come down from your kingly, kingdom building energy, and you kind of work through some emotions. And nurture. It feels like self-nurturing. It feels like you're nurturing these things, like finding a love that is giving and receiving, and finding an honest, this Three of Swords, it doesn't feel as painful as like a heartbreak or cheating. It just feels like honest. Even painful honesty is better love. This is almost like like a love manifesto, Aries. Ooh. Maybe I will write my own love manifesto later, because down in my journal, because damn. Yeah, it's going to get a fire under your ass to open up a little more to something. You're going to give to something because it's your manifesto. And you're having, I know I've done this before, where you're having trouble like coming into an emotional situation. And Aries, sometimes you're so fired up with such an Emperor energy. Remember, that's that nature baring its teeth. But you want to be loving. You want to be more nurturing. You want that sweet love in Aries that everybody knows is there, that little lambkin. And but you don't know how to get into it, so you kind of write down some rules for yourself. Like, okay, if I'm with this person, I just pay attention to their needs for a day because they need it right now. Or when I'm with this person, I need to interject myself more fully in the conversation. And by doing this, and I mean, I really do that because it's the methodicalness of an Aries in action is just, well, we know, beautiful. So, and then the final card for this spread is going to be the Ace of Hearts, a new beginning in love. It's a little in reverse. Remember, I told you you're having a little trouble opening up your heart a bit, kind of getting that activated energy, that solution energy in action, and kind of, yeah, you're going to get those feels back in just because you're going to actually sit down and be like, this is what I want. This is what I need in love. So you don't get tripped up on, they don't know that you're not supposed to wear those stupid penny loafers without socks, or I don't even know what that is, but just you don't get tripped up on nonsense, you know, or ridiculous things that are actually not ridiculous, but, you know, maybe an excuse you're using when you really see that love is truly there. It does feel so real and so refreshing and healing, especially with the Star card down there. I still have your wishes come true. Two of Diamonds. Yeah, this is a coming together with somebody, but this is more of a pentacle to come together, like a work thing. This is, yeah, you're feeling wary about work, about a contract. You kind of want a Ten of Swords that you want out of this business. And Spirit agrees. You should either... Spirit says you need to take a step back. Stop swinging your sword so much right now. They told me to say, no matter what gender you are, stop swinging your sword, Aries. Your options are going to come in. Take an inventory before you make any rash decisions. Spirit says they know where you're miserable at work. That is where most of that Seven of Swords energy seems to have hit me. It's probably where it hit you guys. They're saying rest up. I know you can't trust anybody there. I know you just want to cut it off with their heads, but you need to rest up a bit and really take inventory, take stock. Prepare your timing. I know, see, Seven of Swords and Three of Swords. This is where your heartbreak is. This is awful news, but it's news of obvious deception. You know who you know who the enemy is. It broke your heart. It really did. I know it broke my heart, and it's because of this, you have to walk very carefully. So take that energy a little slower. Don't make any rash decisions because you have a broken heart. Don't go into confusion because you have a broken heart. Think very clearly and make this transition away from this energy. Yeah, you gotta leave this energy. You know it. But you're gonna make a transition away from this energy somehow, and make it easier on yourself by creating a strategy, Aries. All right, thank you for sharing your energy with me, loves. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, tip or donate if the spirit moves you. Link is below in the box of info. It's also catching me on my live on Saturday, September 14th at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you want to request a personal reading or request that I answer one or two questions for you on that live on Saturday, email me qclovers1111@gmail.com, and I will get to some of those questions that you guys email me. All right, have a great week, my very lovely Aries.